Welcome to Creative Escape on Wednesday night with Rochelle. You're with Stamping Flair. My name is Rochelle Laird-Smith. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Melbourne, Australia. So thanks for joining me today. Hope you're looking forward to today's presentation. I've got a little bit of fun with embossing folders. I think you're going to enjoy this one extra enjoyment because it's a fun technique. It might get a little bit messy. We love playing with inks, and that's what it's all about with stamping. Just excuse my voice today. I haven't been well over the last week in fighting a cold and a bit of flu symptoms. So all good and getting on the mend, but not 100%. So thanks for joining me. If you're watching with me, please just say hi to me, comment while I'm sharing with you, and if you're watching the replay, please comment too. That'll be great. I'd love to see who's say hi to you and share some fun stuff with you. So today I've just got a few things to share with you, but before I get on to the embossing folder techniques and what you will need for our projects, I wanted to share with you just for today. I've got a couple of extra special deals going on. So one's a Stampin' Up promotion, and it's for one day only. All orders over $45, you get free shipping. So that's a 5% discount. So our shipping cost is $5.95 minimum or 5% of your retail value. So you're straight away saving. If it's over like $100, it's 5% discount. So it's free shipping on any amount of orders. So that's a fantastic saving for you. On top of that, because it's St. Patrick's Day, I am offering 10% off on any item in our catalog that is green. So that includes all green ink pads, all green cardstock, the Forever Greenery Suite, anything that has the word green in it, you get 10% off. So if you were looking at getting the bundle, the Forever Greenery Suite, you will get 10% on top of the bundle price. So, or if you want to get the suite, this is a great day for you to get an additional discount, plus you will get free shipping on that, so you can double up on those savings. I will say you still got time to call me and place that order. Just or text me. I'll get your message after the live. Just not at the moment, of course, but so we've got a whole range of greens in our catalog. So if you want help with that, I'm happy to help you. There's stamping blends, lots of stuff. So anything you can see, you've got 10% off that, and that ends today. Plus you get the free shipping if your order's over $45. So that's really good. So I will also like to show you what you get in my butterfly bouquet class. Registrations close tomorrow. It is great value. There's 4 class options. One is a PDF only option, and that is available worldwide. Options 1 to 3 is available Australia wide only, so I can only mail the kits out within Australia, but you've got 3 options for the kit and a 4th option to get the PDF only. Your first 2 options is where you can get the kit completely free. So the kit is valued at $40. You can get that free with a purchase. So option 1 has an included bundle, which is the butterfly bouquet bundle. It might be the butterfly brilliance bundle. I might be calling it the wrong thing, and there's a few other things in there. You can add on your inks and things if you want, but it's got a few things included in there. The second one is any purchase over $100 using that horse code, and you will get the kit. So you're getting that $40 value, the class completely free with the kit. So I will switch the camera around to give you some indication of what you will get in that kit. I will give you a sneak peek of one of the cards. I'm not going to show you all the cards because there's no fun in using everything. You need to have a surprise in the mail. So your first, you're getting a lot of the die cuts. You will need to do some of the die cutting yourself. So like the labels and things, I will die cut for you. However, you will need to do some of the die cutting yourself. So just for an instance, so this is 2 of the cards. So you're going to get quite a bit of things in it. Just let me flip the camera. So you'll get to make 8 cards. So 2 each of 4 designs. You will also get a PDF emailed to you. So towards the end of the month, I've got a date up in my booking section where I say I will mail the kits at the time I get the product from Stampin' Up. Sometimes there are delays with the post. It's just how it is. And when I mail it, I will email you the kits, email you the PDF, and I will also post the video. So you get a video tutorial as well, so you can watch that over and over again. So that's 1 lot. I'm just going to put them back in their little cases so I know which belongs with what. So there's vellum, and there's die cuts, and there's some silver foil, there's labels, there's stitch shaped card bases. You also get the envelopes, so there's 8 envelopes, Stampin' Up envelopes in there. The next one is one of that, and you also get 2 meters of ribbon. It's hard not to show you things. I want to show you, but yeah, so you're getting some embossed vellum as well in there, some doilies. So there's quite a bit of stuff in there. Plus you get 2 meters of this lovely silver metallic ribbon, which is way over what you actually need. So you will have plenty left over to use. And you also get a 1/4 pack of the Butterfly Bijou Designer Series paper. So that's 12 sheets of double-sided paper. So that's really good. And just bear with me while I pull this away. Now, just for a sneak peek of one of those cards, here's one of them. It's a pretty happy little card, and I think you're going to have lots of fun making that. So you get full tutorial, full video tutorial as well. So registrations are closing tomorrow. I have put the link for that in the comments of this video, so you can book in for that. So there's 4 options, and you can get that class free with the product purchase. So now for today's technique, what you need is a stamping, cut and emboss machine, or any other type of embossing machine that you may have. My recommendation is what I use is the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Some embossing folders, so I've just picked got a butterfly stuck under that. You can see which suite I've been working with. So I've got a whole lot which I've pulled out. Now I probably won't use them all, but I'm just giving you some ideas of what we have. These are the 3D ones, and they probably give you a better impression for what the type of thing we're doing. I have got lots of blending brushes. So you're going to need some blending brushes, and if you don't have them, this is really handy tool. And I haven't washed these because I used them this evening. I washed these last night, and they didn't quite dry, and I just took the heat gun on a low setting, and then I put them near the window and they dried. So they worked. Lots of ink pads in front of me here, a bit of a mix and match. So for the technique, I'm just sort of playing it by ear. I have done a few cards before, but I just wanted to play around, and I've got some blues. And of course, we've got some greens because it's St. Patrick's Day, so we just have to have some greens. A whole host of card bases, so we'll just see where our colors lead us. So you'll know what I mean as I go along. Some whisper white, basic white, card fronts at 9.3 by 13.6. This is some pearlescent cardstock, which I'm going to try something on. And the stamp set I'm using, 4 sentiments, is the Band Together stamp set, which I can proudly say I'm using for the first time. In case it retires, I thought I better ink it up because I hadn't touched it. So I quickly put them together, and I've got the matching dies, which are somewhere here, yeah, which are really pretty dies, and they're called the detail band dies. Got quite a few there. So that's a lot of equipment, I guess, what you would need. So I definitely get a scrap piece of paper. So it's basic ink blending, but it's a bit with it's to do with your embossing folder. And I have picked, I want to use, for first up, we're going to use our C1. That's kind of the seashells. It came up really nice. And I tried another color scheme, and I'm going to show you that as well. But I'll try it with this one now. So I'm using Seaside Spray, Pretty Peacock. I'll pull that in so you can see it. It's off camera, sorry. Pretty Peacock Bermuda Bay for my blues. And I'll add some Granny Apple Green and Just Jade. Just for some green there. So I tend to be able to, my blue blending brush I can use for my blues. I just give it a bit of a clean prior to using it, that's all. But I need to get more. You always need more. So we'll start with our lightest color. So I'm just making sure there's no, I use that for Night of Navy. Can't really see that, can you? So it's good. Just making sure, I'm just checking some comments while I'm going as well. If y'all are commenting, I don't want to miss it. So, and we're just going to do some ink blending. Now, Seaside Spray is going to be retiring this year. I think that was my favorite in our 2019 in colors. It's a lovely soft color. We're going to get our retiring colors, not retiring colors, a retiring list announced on the 25th of March, which is next Thursday. Now, we don't know what's on that list, but you can be certain your ink colors from 2019 will be on that list. So if you have ink pads in that range, or you don't have it and you want to get it, I would recommend that you get those colors now, because once those retiring lists go out, those are generally the first things to disappear. So now I'm just getting on with Pretty Peacock. Just give that a bit of a clean. Going light to dark is not so much of an issue. Going dark to light is. And I'm just blending that color in. These blending brushes are awesome. And sometimes I can say I might not blend like fantastic, but it kind of covers up. And if you use the shimmery white cardstock, that's another thing I probably should try. It would look even better. Because that's got a really nice smooth finish. Pretty Peacock, another color that's retiring. So I know that was a bit of a favorite amongst many people. Have you got any ideas? Any thoughts about what you think might be our new in colors? That's always a fun guessing game. I don't know. I think there might be a purple. I don't know. That's just my thoughts. Now I'm using Bermuda Bay. So I'm trying to build like a bit of an under the sea look. Bermuda Bay is one of my favorite colors. Bermuda Bay, Coastal Cabana. They're lovely shades there. And you'll see how it comes out. Now it just looks like a bit of a mishmash. Always start off the page when you'll just see it go round and round in circles with this technique. You'll go, oh, I'll fall asleep, have a cuppa. Well, Rochelle goes round with this technique. Hi, Lucy, how are you? Good to see you. Now we'll just do some Just Jade. So I'm just going now to the greens and just tapering it off with the darker shade of green. And you'll know this is one of my favorite greens. I think I'll miss this one when it goes. That nicely blends into that Bermuda Bay. So see how I haven't blended that properly. It'll be all right in the end. Trust me, I say. Only you and I will know. No one else will. We'll just blend it into that Bermuda Bay a bit. And then I will bring in my Granny Apple Green. You don't need to use as many colors, but I just liked the depth of the different colors. As you can see, there's not much color coming off that, but when you wash it, it'll come off. And this is Granny Apple Green. It has taken me a while to warm up to Granny Apple Green, I have to say. Wasn't my favorite. I now use it quite often. You can start light and then make it darker as you want. Now, what we do, we have very inky fingers. And I'm going to take, this was good with that other seaside, I don't know, that one as well. So I'm just going to put this inside my embossing folder. Bring in my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And my brand new plates. See? Beautiful. My other ones had it. Looks really sad and sorry, my other one. We don't need that plate. I don't need that one. I just brought it in case just to show it off to you. And plate for embossing. We don't need this plate number 2. Now you'll see what it looks like. Sorry about that. Let me get into the phone. And you'll see what that does. See how pretty that looks? It looks really nice. You like the Just Jade? Yeah, I don't know. It's just a really nice green, isn't it? So now, I think with something like that, you don't need to do a lot, not much else, personally, because it's just a really nice color. And I'm trying to think what I would with a black background. That's why I had 50,000 colors here, because I didn't know what I was going to do. if you did that, okay, let's stick it down. I'm just going to show you a whole lot of this. One card I'm going to assemble, but I just want to show you some different card fronts, how that would work. So it's just a nice way to use your blending brushes. And I'll show you what happens, how it works if you do decide to emboss first and then do the blending on top. It's just a different effect. Very simple. I mean, yeah, it takes a little bit of time to do the blending, but other than that, quite effective. Change the background of your card and you've got different looks. Now, this is something I did before, and I used, let me try and think what I used. I used Pacific Point, Just Jade, Granny Apple Green, and Bermuda Bay. Then, so same sort of thing, but then what I did was I ran a Night of Navy ink pad just direct to paper over. So I sanded it and I ran it over. So I'm going to show you that as well, but that's the same thing, just slightly different. Then wanted to do this one. This is the card that we'll do today, and I'll show you that. So we'll start with, so the colors I'm going to use are Bumblebee, Magenta Madness, and Gorgeous Grape. I'll still do a few other experimental stuff, but we'll just get this set up and at least we'll have it all ready to go. This comes up real nice too, this color scheme. It's when you blend it together. Just bear with me a moment. Someone's knocking at our door, and I better go open it. I'm back. Okay, sorry. That was just my partner. Okay, he's coming from work. Locked himself out. These things happen. I think he was just making sure the cats don't get out. Don't you love it? Live TV. He had not parent-teacher interviews, open night tonight. Life of a teacher. Okay, so this is Bumblebee I'm doing. Then I'll keep the Bumblebee open still because I might go back and just run it over. Okay. Let's go back. I'm just making sure that's just Magenta Madness on that. So this is Magenta Madness. I'm bringing over. By itself, it's a strong color, but it blends really, really well. So as I said, I'm just starting off the page. But this technique is quite forgiving if you don't. I'll just run it a bit into the next section so I can bring my gorgeous grape can see that this could get messy, eh? These brushes are really soft. You don't even feel like you're working with them because it's just really nice. They're sturdy. It's not like you're not working with them, but it's just really soft to touch, and on the cardstock it feels really nice. Just gonna miss Purple Pawsey. We didn't have the ink pad because there were issues, but I missed the color. If you saw my, I don't know whether you get my, if you don't get my newsletters, sign up for it and I will send you my last one, because in the last newsletter, I had the whole tutorial for my stationery box, which I posted up last Wednesday. I had one on my blog. It had all sorts of like note cards and gift tags, normal size cards, regular size cards, and it was just the holder that I hadn't put the tutorials. So I had put it up on in my newsletter, full tutorials. So I'm happy to send it out. If anyone wants to sign up. It just went out today. So I'm just doing a bit of blending there. So you can't really. I'm taking my time with that because I just want to have that. And I'll bring the magenta madness in there. And let's bring some. It's not too bad once you do it because you won't see it. I'm still working out which one I'm going to use, which embossing folder. I did it before on another folder, but I think I want to use which one. Let's see what we've got. I brought a whole array. Let's try it with we could try it with that, just see how that turns out. We're just experimenting. That's quite cute. I don't know whether that will be there this year. That may be coming. Who knows? It's all a bit of a surprise, isn't it? What's going to retire? The only one problem with this one, not a problem, but you've just got to make sure it's well aligned and doesn't move, because it's got to be dead straight. If I'm in a rush, I like the ones that it doesn't matter which way you put it. It's still the same, like the painted texture. Alright, let's cross our fingers. If you're not sure, just put, have I got an extra thing there? No, I haven't. If you're not sure, it's not running through. I think I've got an extra. I think this is one of the older ones. That's where I'm going wrong. Let's try. Let's see. That's what it is. It's one of the older folders, so I'm just using. It's still a 3D folder, but because it was before we got the new style, the sandwich is different, so you don't use that the other top plate, you use the number 3 plate instead. But I think if you get the newer folder, it will be the grey one. Ooh, that looks nice. That's come up good. I like it. So, let's see. I'm thinking, this is what I thought. We may change our minds, but this is what I had in mind. I don't know, maybe this I might have one that's already scored. Maybe not. Do you like how that looks? I think it looks really, it looks very Eastern and really nice, isn't it? Sort of lots of bright colors. So I thought a mat from a bumblebee mat would look really nice. But let's see. Oh yeah, that works. That works really well. Now, from this, I keep forgetting, band together, it's called Detail Bands. I have already die cut two of, so one in white and one in pink. So I did the pink and then I did it in white. So when you die cut it, you get, let me show you, try to grab it. You get those two. So it cuts apart that. So I cut it in white as well. So I get the center to just insert like that. That was the idea behind that. And let's get a sentiment. This has quite a good few sentiments and a bit of a mix and nice sentiments for the inside of the card as well. So we've got celebrate the best day ever, but I think that's a bit big. So I think you are amazing would fit there. If I stamp crooked, we'll see what happens. We will die cut another one. Because generally I like to stamp first and die cut. But let's see. Let us see. So just tuxedo black is what I'm using. You can see I have faith in my stamping. If I stamp crooked before I even start. Alright. So we're just going to stick that on. I'm just keeping it quite simple in design because that's pretty busy, that pattern. You could add some of that shimmer frost across it. The frost shimmer paint would look nice. Not wanting to stick there. And that card base is gorgeous grape. So I've just married up all the colors. That's the nice thing with Stampin' Up. You can just balance out all the colors. And you can see, even though my blending wasn't, you would say, not 100%, once you emboss it, it comes up really like nice. So I'm just gonna stick that down there across there, and then we can just trim off the edges. I'll leave it to dry. Maybe I'll put it a bit up so we can see more of the yellow. And we'll pop up with the white. What I did think would look nice, I didn't even pick embellishments because I just wanted to see what would look nice on each one as I went along. What I think would look nice on this is some gilded gems. And yeah, I did a card in these colors. I think it reminds me of something I did a while back. Not in this technique, but just something different. I will put a bit of glue there. I thought it might be too much, but there you go. Just dab a little bit on just to stick that down. So hope you're enjoying this and that you'll be able to get some use of this technique. I think it's really fun and super easy. That's what you want, and quick, and you could do a whole batch, have some fun. Now my trick with this is, see how you would see that the glue is still a little bit showing. Just leave it for now and it'll become tacky enough for you to put it down. Sorry if my head's in the way. And you don't want it to go everywhere, so you just leave it and it'll become manageable in a minute. Then I'll just trim off that excess. And that'll just stick down easily. It shouldn't stick to, like, get all over the place. Just hold it for a second or two. That little bit doesn't want to get out. Alright. So that's the one of, I just wanted to show you how, like, one assembled card. But I will show you some that I was doing earlier. So this is the same color scheme, but what I did was direct to ink technique. I just went across it. This is the Magnolia folder, but I went across it with Blackberry Bliss. I just thought I'll try it and see what happened, and I quite like it. It was just different, and it has that, like, a rain sort of look about it. So same color scheme, two completely different looks, right? Same thing with that, two different looks. I still got to finish that, but I'm just showing you some different things. Then I'll show you something else I did. There's one thing else I would like to show you, which is this can be done on pearlescent paper. So let's do it in greens, just because it's St. Patrick's Day. And I will show you what happened, a bit of mix, right? Okay. It does take a little time to dry, but I will start it off. I want to show you how it works. I'm starting off with Granny Apple Green because it's like got a bit of orange, not orange, yellowy hue. Getting my colors mixed up. It doesn't take to the paper very well. Sometimes if it's a darker color, the lighter colors work better, but I found the darker colors, it was showing the brush marks, so to speak. The lighter colors are good, and as I speak, it may make a liar out of me now that I'm showing it to you. But it does dry. You do have to leave it to dry. So this is garden green now. So I was experimenting with different things. So it's working okay. Before I was trying it with Melon Mambo and like Magenta Madness and things like that, and it was leaving marks. So it might be the pigment, the color. The greens are not too bad, and it was leaving the brush stroke. But I'll show you how it dried. Let's add some shadings first. You can really add anything you like. Just everything looks good. Looks like hills. So you can see my finger marks when you're touching. So it's wet. So it's not drying as quick as it would basic white cardstock. It does take a little bit of time to dry. And that's what I was trying to get. You will need to leave it. It works lovely. Just leave it to dry a little. So like maybe might take an hour or so. I'm not sure. I didn't look like I was doing other stuff. You can see those marks there, the brush strokes where I'm going. But once you do that, it's fine. Yeah, you can see where I've left my finger marks. So it does take a little time to dry. But this is what I did earlier. And I did that with, I'm trying to think, Rococo Rose, Magenta Madness, and Rich Raspberry. So same process, but I had to leave it to dry. And that was with the Parisian Flourish. And that came out really nicely. So that's just another fun effect. So that's with our pearlescent paper, which is in the mini catalog in the Sand and Sea Suite. You get two big 12 by 12 sheets in that. So something different for you to try. And this is, I did the same thing, but I embossed first and then I went over it with Rococo Rose. So it picked up only the colors. But that's a different technique to what we're doing here today. But it comes up really good with the shading, and when you emboss it, just some lovely, lovely effects. So I hope you have enjoyed that little uh, demonstration and something that you can try with only embossing folders, because sometimes embossing folders are really good value and something at a reasonable cost, and I don't think sometimes we use it as much as we probably could to its extent, and I think we can get lots more use out of it to make the best value of something simple. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Thanks for watching with me. So let me switch this back so I can see you. And just remember, today's your 10% for all green products, so you can get anything that's green of your inks and things like that. That's from me as a gift to my customers, or if you wish to shop with me and you don't have another demonstrator, you're welcome to shop with me. And free shipping is a gift from Stampin Up, so any orders over $45. So, and the butterfly bouquet class is finishing up. Not bookings are closing tomorrow, so I'll put the booking up reservation number up there too if you want to book on that. So thank you so much for joining me. I've had lots of fun playing with these inks. Got messy hands now. So let me know how you're going. Maybe pop any cards you made up, put it in the comments so I can see what you've done. Love to see your creations. Thanks guys. See you. Bye.